Road transportation is without doubt one critical component that plays a huge role in the social and economic development of nations. While it comes in handy as a poverty reduction tool, the transport sector facilitates access to jobs, education, and health care. In fact, transportation serves as a key driver of growth in all spheres of the economy. However, much as it brings progress, it is often a source of crisis, leading to crashes, injuries, and loss of lives around the world. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, was not spared from this unhealthy harvest of carnage on the roads due to avoidable accidents in the cities and highways. So, when the federal government announced the establishment of the Federal Road Safety Commission through Decree No. 45 of 1988, amended by Decree 35 of 1992, it was hailed by many as an effective and timely response to the challenge of restoring sanity on Nigerian roads. Nigeria is indeed a vast country. Ranked among the most influential nations on the African continent, it is the most populous black nation in the world, with a projected population of over 200 million people and an ever-increasing number of motor vehicles. In the absence of strong and effective traffic education and public awareness, poor driving culture prevailed and many lives were lost in avoidable road crashes. In fact, the 70s was an era notorious for heavy carnage on Nigerian roads. The picture was so bad and gloomy that the World Health Organization classified Nigeria among the most dangerous countries to drive in. While deaths and injuries took their toll on the socio-economic development of the country, advanced nations of the world with better traffic management strategies scaled down fatalities on their roads and moved on to new frontiers. Established in 1988 as Nigeria's first attempt at coordinating road safety administration, the Federal Road Safety Commission serves as an effective tool for addressing the ugly trend. Through road management expertise and education by the Commission, the number of road crashes stood at 40,881 in 1976, came down to 10,522 by the year 2020. Certified by the International Standard Organization, the Federal Road Safety Commission is aiming for the top. Through regular enlightenment campaigns, road users are educated on the need for obedience to traffic rules. Motorcyclists are reminded to wear helmets, while drivers are told to fasten their seatbelt, shun drunk driving, maintain speed limits, and resist the temptation to make phone calls or access the social media while on the wheels. Errant drivers face sanctions.
Fines are not supposed to be paid on the highway. The fine is supposed to be paid in any of the commercial banks, not a design. Any of the commercial banks, you go there, you pay.
The transport sector is essential for reducing poverty and boosting the prosperity of nations. In Nigeria, the absence of good roads, infrastructure, and an inherently poor driving culture of the people made it hard for the nation to reap the full benefits of the industry. But the Muhammadu Buhari administration has changed the story. It has equipped the Commission for improved services and enhanced the transportation industry with top-quality roads infrastructure built by globally renowned engineering firms. Indeed, President Buhari's commitment to the people's welfare, the comfort of pensioners, and the provision of solid infrastructure is simply unparalleled.
Talking about infrastructure, it is going to be one of the greatest achievements of the Buhari administration. infrastructure, in terms of roads, in terms of rail, in terms of bridges, in terms of airport, all over the country. Things are happening.
In its many years of existence, several high-achieving individuals had, at one time or the other, functioned as administrative leaders of the Commission and contributed to its growth. Individually, they left their mark on the Commission, but Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi, who took up the mantle as Corps Marshal in 2014, has raised the bar and worked hard with a committed team of management to minimize lawlessness on Nigerian roads.
There must be a halt to this lawlessness in the country. We must change our orientation from this and do the right thing the right way.
It's been a turning point in the life of the agency. Charismatic, humble, urbane and visionary, Dr. Oyeyemi is a thoroughbred professional, a pioneer staff of the agency, who incidentally is the first Corps Marshal to be appointed from within the ranks of the officers of the Commission. Under his leadership, the agency has been reinvigorated to deal with excesses and abuses.
Covering your number plate. Why are you covering your number plate if the intent is not to commit crime? You understand? Why are you using unauthorized number plates on your vehicle if the intent is not to commit a crime, to beat a checkpoint? Then this also goes to the issue of zebra crossings. Nigerians in urban areas don't respect zebra lines. In this situation where you see a pedestrian standing by the zebra, on your approach is supposed to slow down and stop.
Since assuming office as Corps Marshal, the Oyeyemi-led management has turned the Commission into a formidable performance-driven outfit with an avowed mission to align itself with the United Nations resolutions on the reduction of deaths and injuries. Working in synergy with the Nigeria Police Force, the Commission is determined to ensure sanity on Nigerian roads by curbing the flagrant use of sirens and flashers, contrary to the FRSC Act.
A siren is meant for an emergency situation. How? Is to clear the way. In developed countries and in other countries, when you hear siren, that means there's an emergency. I'm supposed to clear, to give way for the ambulance or the vehicle or the fire service, like you also mentioned, to give the way to get to the scene of the incident. But over the years, not just yesterday or today in Nigeria, there have been a serial abuse of siren and flashers in the country, to the extent that some people have even turned seen it as a status symbol, that when you have money, you just buy a pickup and you go and buy a flash and siren. All these things are very wrong.
With the introduction of speed-limiting devices, road crashes have reduced, while boosting the number of outputs and ambulance points has served as a strategy to quicken response time to emergencies. Here, interagency collaboration has been strengthened and National Traffic Radio 107.1 established as a medium for educating the public on traffic matters and road conditions around the country.
The focus is education, enlightenment, and advocacy. It's the public service radio.
Similarly, the recertification program introduced by the management has helped the Federal Road Safety Commission to curb incessant tanker crashes across the country, while Project 20,000 Staff Housing Scheme now facilitates home ownership for workers. Under the Boboye Oyeyemi management, the FRSC is today recognized as the most information technology-driven organization in Nigeria and has introduced a safe-to-load initiative that ensures the worthiness of petroleum product-bearing trucks to minimize crashes. In its 33 years, the Corps has witnessed amazing expansion in all spheres. Beyond its few command structures, it now has 12 zonal commands, 37 sector commands, and 213 unit commands, as well as 41 outputs, driver license centers, emergency ambulance points, and staff clinics. In addition to building permanent structures in various sector commands, the management has demonstrated its desire to boost human capacity development by collaborating for the establishment of institutions across Nigeria.
And we have the FRS Academy at Woody in the northeast and southeast. And we have our training school. We have our training school at Jos, being relocated to Shendam. And this is the fourth one, the inspectorate training school. We are grateful for the government and people of Delta State that made this reality.
Working together with the government of Delta State, the FRSC Marshall Inspectorate Training School in the Owa Alero community is now a reality, courtesy of the Okowa administration, which constructed, equipped, and handed it over to the commission.
This project is a good example of what can happen when there is understanding, cooperation, and synergy between the national and subnational governments, irrespective of political affiliations.
Located on a 20-hectare land space donated by the people, the school was built within a record time. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, who is also the chairman of the FRSC Advisory Council, commended the Delta State government for the gesture.
Let me again appreciate the government and people of Delta State for the huge financial resources dedicated to this project. It is certainly an investment with long-term returns to the immediate community, the state, and the country in general.
Similarly, the management collaborated to raise the standard of the FRSC Academy in Udi through the development of a massive administrative structure in the institution by the Enugu State government. Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi said his administration was delighted to participate in developing the school despite its mega resources. Secretary to the government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, commended the Enugu State government for its contribution to the development of the academy and gave assurance of the federal government's readiness to facilitate its upgrade to a degree awarding status. Of course, the chairman of the FRSC, Malam Bukari Bello, had earlier hinted that the academy might be affiliated to the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. The Federal Road Safety Commission was among the institutions that suffered huge collateral damages in 2020 during the EndSARS protests that rocked several parts of the country. In the process, many of his vehicles were destroyed and his offices in parts of the country damaged.
We lost about 28 vehicles, and so that means we give priority to these areas first. Then the remaining, we inject it into the critical areas. We believe that if we get more funds from the capital vote, we do all the remaining patrol vehicles.
Aware of the importance of mobility in the execution of his mandate, the management of the agency embarked on restocking its pool. With the assistance of the federal government and after due process, the commission procured some patrol vehicles, fully equipped ambulance units, and heavy-duty trucks to facilitate its work of road traffic management in Nigeria.
I want to assure you that government will do everything possible to ensure that we restock your needs in terms of operational vehicles and motorcycles, and also look at how fast we can rehabilitate and reinstate your offices.
No doubt, the FRSC has served well, home and abroad. It has impacted the West African Road Safety Organization with visionary leadership, reached out to many countries with technical assistance, and earned a string of local and international awards of recognition for its numerous achievements. Adjudged the best lead agency on road safety management in Africa by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, Nigeria's Federal Road Safety Commission has been singled out as the first among equals, the best of its kind on the continent of Africa.